switched on the genie. She said, boy, you don't need me. Take a look in the mirror. Believe you like you believe me.
Drooper, turn the beat into Aruba. Dive into my catalog, you probably need a scuba. You see the way you purify to ocean from a sewer.
Yeah, we back with another project breakdown. Today we are doing Peace and Love. This project I promoted heavily. I don't think I promoted another project like this aside from LOA. So we went all the way to Sweden with this joint. So let's get into it. Peace and Love, 2014. So 2013, I went with Madman Graphics to do the artwork for Versatile. On 2014, I followed up with the same format. Had them do the artwork for Peace and Love. And I had them construct my face with the words Peace and Love. It looked something like this. So that's how the artwork came out. Shout out to Madman Graphics for putting that together for me. Once again, I told him what I wanted, and he delivered. So that was a great execution. All right, let's get into the production. This is where I have a lot of production from I Am Will. I got a lot of production from my man Richie. These were the two guys that I was working with a lot. Again, I Am Will was out of state. You know, he was in the military, so he's sending me beats through email. Richie, I was working with him downtown center, Virginia Beach Town Center, where I was also working with Box Cutter, Short Story. So it's a lot of talent right there. Shout out to my man Killer B who got me that job. I mentioned that a while back. If you've been sticking with it, stickiest, but we are sticking right now with this project breakdown. So that's the production. I got a few tracks that I just hijacked, kidnapped, but for the most part, like I say, it's I Am Will and my man Richie, Makai Records. So let's get this project. Let's get to the project breakdown. I'm ready to break these songs down. So the project starts off with a poem by Beautiful Disaster, and it also has an interlude with Beautiful Disaster. And this poem is about peace. I asked her to do a poem about peace. Now the poem was so long, which is why you have it as the intro and towards the middle of the project. Twice Blessed, which is her husband, he did a poem about love, which is at the end of the project. And that's really what I wanted, was a poem about peace and about love, because the name of the project is. There you go. All right, so that's how we started off, with a poem from Beautiful Disaster, and it's about peace. Next record is produced by Biggs. It's called Power and Peace, and that's what I'm talking about. It's like, you'll have more power if it was peace. If we was all unified and all together, we could have more power. You know, instead of me going to rob somebody to take some food that they have a surplus of, you can just go ask them, you know, for a plate. And if they're peaceful and you're peaceful with your approach, you can get fed. You don't have to rob them. You don't have to commit that bad deed. So that's pretty much what I'm talking about. And also power in the peace of the private part. There's a lot of power in the private part, and we talked about that on Welcome to Pitbull Training. See, you stick with the stickiest, so you already, that's what I'm saying. All right, so yeah, that's the first record. It's called Power and Peace, produced by Biggs, only with me. I have very few features up here, you know, besides like choruses and stuff, but we'll get to that. So yeah, Power and Peace. This next record is called There For You, featuring Misunderstood. And when we performed this at the Nova, before this project came out, I knew this was the single to go with. The way the crowd reacted, somebody posted a video clip, and what they were saying in the background, you can hear the people around them. This was the song to go with, so we went with it. And this record is about being there for the person that you care about, like no matter what. So whether we fuss, fight, argue, break up, whatever the case is, I'm gonna always be there for you. So, There For You, check it out. This next record is called Candy Bars. It's about a guy's interaction with a female and everything pertaining to candy bars. So from Snickers to Symphony to Chunky to 100 grand, candy bars, you know what I mean? And I used to do this a lot. I've done alphabets, cereal, medicine, ice cream, the list goes on, but at this point, it was time to do candy bars, so that's what I did. Check it out. No video for this one, though. There's a video for There For You if I didn't mention that, but there's no video for this one yet. So this next record is called Say Sex. It's also produced by Richie from Makai Records. And during the promo run for this project, the day for AIDS awareness was coming up. So we decided to go and whip up a promo run for this record. And we did that. It was, you know, pretty good, pretty well received. Now, when I went to shoot this video in Sweden, that's where we had an issue, because they didn't like the fact that I had a female in one of the verses being portrayed as that's a tongue twister, being portrayed as promiscuous. However, there's a male in the first verse being portrayed as promiscuous as well. First or second verse, I can't remember. But yeah, so that was my whole point. It wasn't about a specific gender or race. that's spreading the disease. My whole point was it's carelessness that's spreading the disease. You know, it's lack of thinking, it's lack of preparation, and lack of protection. That's what's spreading the disease, you know? So, anyway, Safe Sex, man. It's one of my favorite joints, man. Check it out. Next record produced by I Am Will is called Long Stroke. And it was intentionally put behind Safe Sex. Not to scare you, but just so you know, before y'all get the long stroking, scrap up. Now, this is definitely kid making music, but it's not made for the kids. You get me? This next record is called Toya. Features my man Will Sexy Love. That's his name. I don't know why males have a problem saying his name. His name is Will Sexy Love. That's just his name. I mean, you say baby, right? All right, get it together, man. Tighten up. So shout out to my brother, man. He did his thing. I respect this dude as a singer, as an artist, as a martial artist, as a writer, as a father, just as a person in general, man. So shout out to him. He came through and did his thing. Now, the acronym for Toya, first off, the song is just about somebody you're thinking of always. So, thinking of you always, Toya. So that's what it is, you know? It's like I know your name, but if I call you Toya, it's because I'm thinking of you always. And this will come in handy for guys who might just have a girlfriend and they have a side piece named Toya and you accidentally call your girl Toya. Just saved you, brother. Don't let your girl see this. This next record, once again, is produced by I Am Will. Got a video for this. I'm not going to talk about it because I spoke about this a while back on a few episodes. So I'm going to make sure y'all stick with the stickiest or go back and get stuck. You can find out about that on one of the other episodes. Go watch them all. But yeah, I directed that video too. I didn't shoot or edit it, but I directed and picked the scenes and the characters and all that. Shout out to Low Pro, he was in the video. Shout out to O'Hara, man. I don't know where you are, but I miss you, buddy. Hit me up. Shout out to Mo Cheddar. Hold your head. I hope everything is well with you. Who else was in the video? Shout out to High Priest. He paid nobody wanted to play the bum. High Priest, Gillis, and Breon, man. Yo, shout out to y'all, man, because it's been roles and videos that people just didn't want to play. Like somebody gonna think that's actually you. No, you're playing a role. So shout out to him. And yeah, anybody else that was in the video that I might not have mentioned, shout out to y'all. But that was a dope video to do. And like I said, the record is just about being greedy. Like just too greedy. It's all right to be selfish. Put yourself first for sure. But to be greedy is a whole nother story. So check out the video, check out the song. This next record is called How Much Can She Take? It features 3 females, and I did that on purpose because I wanted females' perspective and females' feeling and passion on this record. You got Erica Payne, she raps a verse. You got Miss Mika, she raps a verse. And then you got Miss Janae, who sings on the chorus. And like I said, it's about domestic abuse. It's how much can she take? How much can she actually take before she breaks? I feel like a lot of people need to hear this record, and I feel like a lot of people need people to hear this record, if you see what I'm saying. A lot of people need to take heed to this record too. A lot of men just need to get their ass beat. That's just that part too. But that ain't what this record is about. Did I mention to y'all at the beginning about the peace interlude? That comes in right here. This next record is called Perfect Woman. Shout out to Miss Gemini for helping me out on this chorus. She did her thing. Yeah, I can't even say nothing else. Like when I first heard her sing, I'm like, yo, she's one of the most professional sounding women, period. And yeah, yo, I'm glad I got her on this project. Another one, Goldie. I wanted Miss Goldie to be on one of these records as well. And we never got to make it happen. Hopefully God inspires me to do music again and we'll get some work done. Or we just do a remix, like I said on the live. We do a remix to something. But she got a beautiful voice too. But these are 2 women that when I heard their voice, I was like, yo, this is like something else, man. This is something else. And when I saw Goldie perform, she's a superstar. But anyway, this is called Perfect Woman. Like I said, it features A Driver and Intellect, as well as myself rapping. And then Gemini brought it home with the hook. It's about a perfect woman. What's the perfect woman to you? You probably mentioned it. This next record is called Judgmental. This is produced by I Am Will. Took this joint to Sweden, shot a video with it. It's on YouTube. And this is just about being judgmental. You can't judge a man off his color. You can't judge a man off his past. You can't judge a man off his wrongdoings. Now, if it's repetitive, if it's repetitious, then yeah, okay, we got a pattern here. But everybody grows, everybody evolves, everybody changes. Sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. But You just can't judge a man for good or for worse. So, judgmental. So this next record is called Used to Be, featuring Sherelle, and it's about how things aren't now how they used to be. Gas, food, rent, everything is higher. Crime is higher. Technology is evolving. People are lazier. It's just the way of the world, you know. But yeah, that's what this joint is talking about. Sherelle got the chorus, and I recorded this record twice and ended up keeping the original version. So like homie said on Tales from the Hood, why the fuck you want to refry some beans anyway? Fry them right the first time and move on. So a while back when I had my man D Nizzy on the episode, and I told you he knew the joint word for word, well, this was the song he was spitting. It's called Images, and it's about pictures, images, flyers, photos, handheld, digital, it don't matter. It's just about images, how images can strike a memory. You know, that's what it is, you know, images. It's one of my favorite records. When I performed this joint at the Nova, I broke down in tears. My man Sam had just passed away. And yeah, this joint is very dear to my heart. When I went to Sweden, they heard this record and they said they compared me to Pop. And that's one of my biggest compliments to this day. Not accomplishments, but one of my biggest compliments. Even though I don't like to be compared to nobody, I'm not like Pop. But the fact that they could relate to my music and they give them the same feeling that Pop gave them, hats off. Appreciate y'all, Sweden. I got to get back out there. Always wanted to do a remix, like an official remix, where you have like kind of the same beat and then it's just tweaked a little bit. So I had Richie from Makai Records do that with There For You. He tweaked up the beat so we can have a remix. And then I called my man, Young Juan, and I called my homegirl, Blessed, the future of female rap, to hop on this record with me. Now, I couldn't get Misunderstood to this particular session, so she didn't re-sing her vocals like I wanted her to, but Biggs tweaked it up. And you have the remix, my first official remix. Like it's a official, it's a remix, it's a official, it's a remix. But yeah, that's the end of this project. We do got the Love outro, which I told y'all about, by Twice Blessed. But that's it. Other than that, Peace and Love was a great run. I had fun with it. I got the Selfish Greed video out of it. I got the Judgmental video out of it. I got the There For You video out of it. I got a whole promo run, which is on YouTube. You can check out the Peace and Love promo tour. I got the Sweden twice because of it. Met some great people out there. And yeah, yo, Peace and Love did very well for me. And I can also honestly have to say that it spawned from that weak-ass phone ringing record that they liked. Can you imagine doing a song you hate and people saying, yo, I need you to come perform that? And it's like, are you joking? You pulling my leg? Ashton Kutcher, where you at? Where you at, man? This can't be real. But it was real. It was real. Not like I'm gonna make another one. Or should I? Yeah, I think I should. Anyway, up out of here. Peace and love. I can't do that to y'all. I got 2 more records. I forgot about these 2 bonus joints. Reconstruction. It's like the remix to Self-Destruction, but I got a whole bunch of Virginia artists. Reached out to a lot. I promise I probably reached out to about 20, 25 artists. A lot of them didn't reach back, but as you see, a lot of them did. With 13, 14 artists on one record, I told each one of them to take a specific topic. For example, Sensei, he's with a group called Contamination. Speak about STDs. Fame P, he's with a group called Drugs. I said, yo, speak about drugs. LaRon Bishop, he had stopped drinking, so I told him, speak about alcohol, etc., etc. Twice Blessed was, he had a squad called Mental Mind. I said, all right, let's speak about education. See what I'm saying? That's how we did this, how I formatted this joint. So technically, I didn't make the beat, but I produced the record. So, and I'm taking credit in that because, look, nobody else was doing it. As soon as I did it, a whole nother squad of people they did the same thing. You know what time, come on, man. That's why, and this is a Peace and Love joint, but I gotta just keep it funky. I always felt like people was watching me, but never just said, yo, Blue, what's up? Or Grinch, what's up? Let's link up. It's like, y'all watch what I'm doing, and then you go do it because you know you got more pull or a slightly bigger name or more money or more outlets and resources. Yo, I got blackballed so much in Virginia, it's a crying shame. Anyway, I went to Sweden. That's why I did this record called On My Way, featuring Hytham. He produced the beat as well. We got half the last verse, and we both got a verse. And he's speaking all Swedish. I used to know everything he was saying, but I can't remember every word now. I can just tell you like what his verse is about. But this is a fun record, yo. Like it was different working with somebody who doesn't like to do it all in one session. He works his way, but it was dope. You know, we make the beat one day, listen to it. You like that? Okay, all right, bet. Come back the next day, write the lyrics. Okay, lyrics written. Okay, bet. Come back the next day, record it. You know what I mean? It was a process, but it was cool though. Like it was worth it. I liked the record, and I had fun. One thing I remember too was coming out. I remember stepping out every now and then of the studio, and it's like the sun never went down. You know how the sun looked like when it's orange, when it's right about to set. It never went past that, and then it went from that to like bright again. So that was an experience out there in Sweden. But yeah, that record is called On My Way. And yo, Sweden, if y'all need me back, I'll be on my way.
Jag låter dig vara i fred.